What is going on, Caio? Because over the last maybe week or so, there was the back and forth with Nassourdine Imavov. We'll get to that in a moment. But as of late, it has grown exponentially because there was a back and forth between you and Khamzat and some talk of an interim fight, International Fight Week. Where do we stand right now as far as your career and your next fight?
I'm just lost, brother, to be honest with you, because everybody's ducking. Like I'm not the one to come here and say, "Oh, everybody's running for me and they're afraid of me and all that." But all of them know it's a hard fight for them, and they're all ducking. Robert Whittaker ducked, Imavov ducked, all these guys, and I just don't know what I have to do to fight again. So this fight against Hamza, I saw the opportunity when I saw when I heard that Dricus was injured, and I said to me like, this is my shot. I need to go there and show that I'm ready, that I'm willing to face anyone, doesn't matter who. And I asked the UFC for this. We're still waiting for them. We're still waiting for Hamza's response. I think he's just fighting me if it's for the belt. If it's not for the belt, he doesn't want to fight me. So we're still waiting what's going on.
So has the UFC called you and offered you this opportunity against Khamzat?
No, I called them.
You called them, and what was their response?
Yeah, they're going to figure out. They need to see how bad Dricus' injury, to see if they're going to put the interim belt or not, to see how long he is going to be out. So maybe Hamza will wait until he's coming back. So no response at all right now, So we're still waiting. I'm willing to fight anyone, It can be Imavov. I'm just willing for this guy to say yes, or it can be Hamza or anyone. But now, to be honest with you, I'm kind of lost a little bit because without my last fight was August, so 8 months ago. So everything that I want is just fight. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. I never say no to fights. And I think, so with Hamza, it makes sense to fight him because Imavov didn't pronounce himself. And he's like the number one contender. He didn't say shit. And so this is the fight to make. I don't know if UFC is going to put the belt or not, if they're going to make this fight or not. Depends on how bad Dricus is. But I think the fight that makes sense is me against Imavov. He's the number one contender. He fought good against Israel. He got an early stop against Jared. I almost finished Jared. Actually, it was supposed to be a finish, but I think the referee didn't want that. So that's a fight that makes sense. I'm 10 years unbeaten, 7 fights in the UFC, undefeated, 9 fights with the 2 on the contender. So I'm doing my job, and I deserve the opportunity to fight the best guys in the world. That's what I want. That's why I joined this sport. I'm just waiting.
Okay, so let's talk about Imavov for a second, because that came out, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were offered a fight against Imavov, and he said no?
The UFC offered me.
Yeah. UFC offered
to me and said, I want you to fight Imavov International Fight Week. I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. I said yes right away. I didn't even no, give me a time to talk with my team. No way. I said yes right away. We're waiting for him to respond. And it's been like 1 week after they offered me this fight, and then I heard that he said no, that he doesn't want to fight, that he wants to wait for the belt, that I need to face a top 5 guy first. But he's a top 5 guy, so it doesn't make sense what he's saying. I just think that he knows that's the hardest fight for him, the division, and he doesn't want us to take the risk. And wait, how this guy is bad. I spent the whole week talking about him, challenging him, and try to have this fight. He didn't say shit. And as soon as I challenged Khamzat, he came with that response. It doesn't even make sense. When my focus wasn't on him anymore, he responded me. And he said stupid shit, like I need to face a top 5 guy, or when he fight me, he gonna KO me, and people gonna say, okay, Kyle, face the number 1. It's good to lose. He's gonna come back stronger. He's worried about me. This is crazy, bro. Doesn't make any sense, He just can say I don't want to fight this guy. He's too good. I cannot lose. We'll be better like that, Take this ego out of you, brother.
Are you still ultimately, if the fight comes back to fruition, are you interested in this fight?
Of course.
Okay.
I want to fight this guy. He's the number 1, and I think I deserve this fight. He needs to get this fight because his last performance against Easy was good performance, but he clipped You know, he was getting pissed off in the first round. Against Jared, he was losing the fight. Against Brandon Allen, awful fight. So I think he needs to prove himself a little bit more, you know. And what better guy to prove himself against me? I'm coming, a prospect, undefeated in the UFC, 7 straight victories, the biggest in the division with Anthony Hernandez. So I never lost in the UFC. I've been without a loss in 10 years. So I deserve this. That's the fight that makes sense.
How would you describe the state of your relationship with him now? Because we've seen you guys go back and forth a little bit, and so I don't know where you guys stand.
Yeah, but we were having fun. He was posting funny pics. I was posting pics. We were talking about them. You know, he posted this pic like he was picking me up, like killing me. But this one, the other one that he must be like submitting me or something. But we were drilling. We were doing the film for like for embedded. You know, so when I'm somewhere to help a guy, I don't care to get beat up for 5 rounds, for 10 rounds, for how many rounds it is. I was there to help him, to get the win. That's all. When it comes to fight, that's a real fight, you know. So I'm willing to fight the best guys in the world. I think Khamzat is one of the best guys in the world, the hardest fight in the division, and that's why I'm in this sport for, to test myself. And I use all these martial arts and all these fights to get better as a human being, as a father, as a brother, as a son, as a man, you know. So I want to get better. I want to fight, you know.